What's going on, my ninjas? I know I promised a 670 prediction, but I've kind of leaned away from doing that because in my 669 review, almost everyone who commented on it said that Naruto has awakened in his subconscious and is about to meet the Sage of Six Paths. And honestly, that was my prediction. That was the video I was going to give to you guys. So I think it'll be kind of boring if I made an entire video talking about what everyone else is already talking about, Since so many people have already thought of that prediction, like I said, I thought it would be boring for you guys if I just throw your own ideas back at you. But I do believe that's what's going to happen with Naruto, just because in the last panel he seemed to be in water, and that happens a lot in his subconscious. So what better time to introduce the Sage now that Naruto has literally a bit of chakra from each of the tailed beasts? But yeah, that was the theory I was going to give to you guys, but I thought I'd make a video still Naruto manga related. So the question is, do you think that Naruto awakening with this awesome power, because I believe it's completely obvious that he's going to wake up with something Sage of the Six Paths related, like some sort of power up, do you think it's going to be enough to stop Madara? Because when you think about it, technically he shouldn't, unless he has a strong connection with the Sage, or if he does in fact meet the Sage in his subconscious, he gives him some sort of awesome power. But when you think about it, Madara has the entire tailed beast and half of the nine tails, whereas Naruto only has a little bit of chakra from each of the tailed beasts and half of the nine tails. So on a power scale level, Madara should still have the upper hand. Like I said, Naruto may have a better connection with the Sage. The Sage himself may give Naruto something, but if he just awakens with that chakra and that's it, Madara should still have the upper hand, which leaves someone like Sasuke coming in, because let's get real, Sasuke is going to wake up with an awesome power up too. It may be the Rinnegan, it may be the ancient Uchiha Sharingan, but he's waking up with something. They're not throwing around that he's getting implanted with Hashirama's cells for no reason. They're throwing that statement around way too much just for it to do nothing. And Sasuke got a jutsu from Hashirama himself. What? He's going to wake up, power the fuck up too. But anyway, this video is not about Sasuke. Naruto, do you think he's going to be able to take down Madara himself? Now, I would not have a problem with Naruto waking up and just being able to whoop Madara's ass, but there has to be an explanation of why just a little bit of chakra inside of Naruto is more than enough to handle the entire 10 tails inside of Madara, pretty much. Because let's admit, base Madara and base Naruto are on two completely different levels. Like, Madara could whoop Naruto's ass any day, like without the Rinnegan, Naruto, no Bijamo, just straight up natural power. We saw what Madara did to the entire alliance when he first stepped out of that coffin. Naruto was powerless to do anything. So that now that Madara has the almost entire 10 tails in him, just getting a little bit of chakra from each of the tail beasts, Naruto should be powered up. He should be closer to Madara's level, but he shouldn't be all the way there yet. So like I said, if he does wake up with the power to just whoop Madara's ass like that, I want an explanation as to why. If not, I would like to see a tag team between Naruto and Sasuke. I want to see them struggle. I don't want to see both of them wake up and just being able to just take down Madara like that. I want to see them team up one more time before their final battle. And the biggest threat, in my opinion, about the Sage of Six Paths mode or being the 10 Tails Jinchuriki was those black balls. After they have gotten rid of the black balls, maybe that will make Naruto's fight a little bit easier, but I would still call troll if he can just whoop Madara's ass with no explanation. Like I said, if they give an explanation as to why, I wouldn't mind. But if he just wakes up, just swinging his big dick and say, "No, I'm the big dick around here now," and just beats Madara like that, that's going to be bullshit in my opinion. Now, here's a good question. What will Naruto look like when he activates this power? Personally, I'm like 100% sure that the horns are going to materialize. Like, he's actually going to have horns similar to Madara and Obito. But I honestly just don't want to see, like I said before in one of my predictions, I don't want to see him with a staff and a robe, because that has been done 2 times already and it would just look like a copy and paste. So personally, I would still like him to keep his fiery chakra look, but maybe the fire is blue to symbolize like a better connection. And like, blue fire is harder than orangish, reddish, yellow fire anyway, so that would be awesome. Maybe his physical features change, maybe he gets longer hair, maybe his eyes look a little bit different. Hell, maybe he even gets the Sage of Six Paths goatee. But either way, I just don't want him to look like a copy and paste of Madara and Obito when they were the Ten Tails Jinchuriki, and I don't want him to look like Biju mode with a Rinnegan. And speaking of the Rinnegan, let's talk about this in a mature way. You know, a lot of people do not like talking about Naruto with the Rinnegan because it sparks such controversy, but should he get the Rinnegan? At this point, setup wise anyway, Sasuke is more likely to get a new dojutsu or the Rinnegan because he is an Uchiha and he's being implanted with Hashirama cells. Whereas Naruto, he's getting the power of the Sage, but just a little bit. He's getting like less than the amount that Obito got, and his other Sharingan did not turn into a Rinnegan. So Ten Tails power does not equal Rinnegan, guy, because if that were the case, Obito's other Sharingan would have turned into a Rinnegan also. So I'm gonna say this again: just because you have the Ten Tails or the Ten Tails chakra in you does not give you the Rinnegan. Now there are a lot of other untold variables, like if he does meet the Sage in his subconscious, who knows what could happen to them. Maybe the Sage gives him chakra directly from him. Now that may spark the Rinnegan in Naruto. But like I said, in just setup wise right now, it's clear that Sasuke is going to get some sort of new dojutsu. And Naruto getting the Rinnegan and Sasuke not getting anything, it will be like a big fuck you, because the entire series Sasuke has been like developing his dojutsu. He went from the 2 Tomo Sharingan to the 3 to the Mangekyo to the EMS, and Naruto has never had a dojutsu in his life. And so for him to have just regular blue eyes and skip over all of that and just straight up get the Rinnegan like that, that would be like a big fuck you to Sasuke's development. Now I understand Naruto is the main character and he will be ultimately the main one to finish this fight and save the ninja world and all that blah blah blah. But just because he's the main character, does that mean that he has to get every single power up in the entire series? The Rinnegan has always been used for evil in this anime, except to bring people back every now and then. So it would be nice to see it used for good, but think about it. Sasuke has been using dojutsu the entire anime, and for Naruto to just skip over all of Sasuke's progress, that kind of renders Sasuke's, like, his character irrelevant when you think about it. But yet again, I don't mind him getting the Rinnegan, but if he does, they need to explain to us why, and that better be a good explanation. Because like I said, Obito had the entire tail beast except for the 8 tails and 9 tails, and his Sharingan did not turn into the Rinnegan. And let's face it, the Sharingan is closer to the Rinnegan than Naruto's regular blue eyes is. So for Obito's dojutsu to remain unchanged, if Naruto gets it just because he gets the chakra, I'm going to call bullshit, like I said, unless they explain why. And I don't want to hear that he's the reincarnation of the Sage bullcrap. Being the reincarnation of someone powerful implies that you can awaken that power naturally. You shouldn't need any help from any outside source. So if Naruto was going to get the Rinnegan because he was the reincarnation of the Sage, he should have got it by himself. Even though a lot of things are pointing at Naruto being the reincarnation, like Kushina's name being close to Kaguya, and they look kind of similar based on what little we've seen of Kaguya. And Hagoromo is the Sage of Six Paths' real name, and Hagoromo, Naruto, I mean, come on. I mean, his mom's name sounds the same, Naruto's name sounds the same as Hagoromo. There are a lot of things that can support this theory, but like I said, being the reincarnation yourself of someone strong would mean that you can awaken the power by yourself, because the Sage of Six Paths had the Rinnegan before he even became the Ten Tails Jinchuriki. Like, he was shown fighting the Ten Tails with the Rinnegan. So if Naruto was the true reincarnation, or if he was meant to get the Rinnegan, I think he would be able to get it without the Tail Beast's help. But as always, this is just my opinion. Kishimoto is the real mastermind. He can do anything. He can give Tenten the Rinnegan. He can make the ramen guy the true evildoer if he wanted to. So our predictions are just fun things to get excited for the truth that's to come. But anyway, tell me what you guys thought. This is Majay with the Chiha. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out.